you because I already know what's coming.
So I can slander you.
I already know what's coming, man.
Look, man, at the end of the day, we have been sitting here talking about the top 10 NBA players of all time, understanding that the Warriors have won another championship, a dynasty, even if you will. I mean,
Nah, ain't no doubt that's a dynasty.
four. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like four, you got four chips in 8 years. I mean, that's dynasty level type stuff. You know what I mean? So this is,
I would almost ask where you rank that dynasty.
oof, I don't got time. I don't got time today. I don't. After us talking top 10, who comes out to let Steph in? Like, I think I don't know, bro. Like, it's really for me. I couldn't even do the dynasty talk. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna just go where I'm torn at, and that's it. I'm torn between Dr. J and Shaq.
That's. I mean, I get it. I get
Because
it.
if I take Dr. J out, I put Shaq in that spot.
I mean, I get it. I get it. Celtics one to I'm sick. I'm sick of Crispy already. Celtics 1-1. They had Jeremy Lin. No, that's too funny, man. Oh Lord, what's going on, Connie? Um,
Wait, so they see us having this discussion right now?
right now, I just went live like maybe
Uh,
2 minutes ago.
uh.
Yeah, they live now. Look, check us out, man. Look, full 94. You know we here had to have this conversation about the Warriors winning, man. You know we had to have it. No, we had to have this conversation. We didn't get to get on yesterday, so this is the official episode 30, and got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Top 10. We got who comes out of the top 10 for Curry, the Curry to come in, 4 rings, off-season possible moves. What are the Celtics? What are their next move off-season if they need to make any moves at all?
They need a point guard and somebody that can dribble.
Somebody that can dribble. Marcus Smart definitely. You know what? We'll get into it.
Derek gonna be cursing our name that whole episode. What do you
Hey
mean,
man, but
Marcus
but
Smart?
but we will have Derek on the show here soon, so he can have this conversation with us, and we can do it. Diehard Celtics fan, we get it, understand it. There are just some things, questions we got to ask. We've already talked about it in pre-show. Talked about backing down Steph Curry to pass it out to the wing. We talked about Jason Tatum kind of not showing up, the moment being a little bit too big. Marcus Smart kind of thinking I'm number one and not number three. Like there's just some things we gotta talk about. But this is what we're here for. 494. Check us out, episode 30. Let's get it.
Points by Kawhi Leonard.
494. What's going on, man? My name is Miles Austin. That is the homie Will T. We are here to talk basketball. And what I love it, I'm already laughing at what we got going on. I'm also laughing at Crispy. We'll just bring back insanity and need to add some playing ball highlights to this intro. And I'm not mad at that, Crispy. You know what I mean? I think it can be done. Well, we talked about a lot off camera. I think we've had a lot of conversations about what this could possibly be. Let's start here. The Warriors are again champions. They are doing what they have been known to do. They're showing up in the moment and winning another chip, winning 4 rings. Steph Curry gets the Finals MVP. The trio of Steph, Clay, and Draymond have 4 rings together, dynasty level type stuff. We have already established this is what they are. Um, we're gonna get to the Celtics, right? What does this mean for Steph Curry's legacy to you? To Will being the best player on the best team. Talk to me.
Um, I mean, the best player on the best team means it means a lot, especially when it's a dynasty. Like if it's a dynasty, you kind of gotta respect exactly what Steph brings to the table, only because of the fact that he um he made that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not even gonna say he made that, but I mean he leads the way. I mean it's been shown that literally like that's what he does.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I definitely think Steph is he's had some slander over the years, right? Had some stuff where didn't have the Finals MVP to his record, which I do believe. I'm not saying Andre didn't deserve it or you should take it away from him, but I mean we understand Steph's the most important person in that series, right? And I
Mhm.
mean if we look back to what LeBron was averaging, I think it was 32 11 and a half and like 9. Like, so I'm like, I don't know what, I don't know if he's being rewarded for that defense he was playing, but uh it
They
is what
said,
it is.
but I mean, Andre did play a difference because even though LeBron was averaging outrageous numbers, when
Yeah.
it came down to it, and LeBron was missing, because listen, it's a fashion statement, brother. Ain't got nothing to do with with the Sixers, man. um,
Crispy, serious question. Why
it's
Will wearing a New York hat if he is Sixers fan? I mean,
I am actually a big Sixers fan, and I'm a Phillies fan, but this is a Jackie Robinson hat. It has a Jackie Robinson's number on the side of it because
I
of
like it. Talk
what's
to
the name?
him. Let's go.
Um, but nah, it was one of those things in that series. I think it was more or less because Andre kind of played the X factor role, if you will. Like
Yeah.
nobody's gonna stop LeBron, but when it came down for those moments, you know what I'm saying. Then of course he hit a couple threes. I still think Steph should have won it, and even Marcus Spears said he felt like he voted wrong. So you know, Steph
Mm,
should probably have two
I think
NBA.
so.
I personally think one of the years that KD won it, I think Steph should have got it.
Really?
I do.
I
I
need
do.
you. I need you to explain more, bro. You can't.
Um,
You can't say
I,
something like
I
that.
want to
And
say I want to say it was the second one because I think Steph was averaging like 25, 9, and 7. I
yeah,
think that was the joint where like they kind of just like destroyed them almost.
I
Like Steph was
remember
kicking his feet up after threes and whatnot. And even though
that.
KD was getting his shots off, Steph was like the X factor in that series
Big
when the
facts.
Cavs was trying to come for those runs, Steph was the main guy. I kind of felt like he should have got it, but I mean,
Yeah,
of course, it's kind of hard not to give it to KD because he makes the game look so easy.
that's a big fact. So tell me what it looks like now moving forward. Steph gets his first Finals MVP, 4 rings. They were
Mhm.
doubted 2 seasons ago. They won 15 games. Like this stuff to me is like these are like fairy tales. 15 win season, and you come
You
back 2 years
gotta,
later and win a championship. The culture to me there is ridiculous.
but I think even more so, you gotta look at the path they took to get there. Like, come on, they knocked out the fake MVP. Um, yes, I said the fake MVP. They knocked out Luca, and we know how out of control Luca was playing. They went in there and they beat a Grizzlies team that was literally beating up on everybody that you can think of. And then in the Celtics team in the matchup that they were saying was bad for them, they went in there and won. Especially after game one. After game one, everybody and their mom was like, "Oh, Celtics got this," and they told you that wasn't the case.
Yeah, big facts. I think it shows the resiliency of that team, what you got going on there, and really just trying to understand like how they do what they do, right? Like it to me, and what you're looking like is Steph Curry and how he has really changed the game, his shot, his playmaking. Um, gosh, I think he's changed the game up, man, and what he's doing is spectacular. And what they got going on. I mean, do you think this is the last ring for Steph?
Nah,
Really?
I think they probably got another 2 3 year window with
Yeah.
the team that they developing. I think Andrew Wiggins has gotten his first taste. Andrew Wiggins to me is literally a younger, better offensive version of Iguodala. if I'm telling the truth. You
Not
got
mad
Jordan
at that.
Poole. You possibly got James Wiseman. Wiseman is out here hitting 3 pointers and whatnot. So,
But if he
um,
becomes 3-point shooter, it's going to be unfair.
well, I mean, he's they're showing him now in rehab, and he's hitting threes like it's no tomorrow.
That'd be absolutely crazy. Like I just don't understand that one. If it were to happen at all, it'd be trippy, right? Okay, so we discussed what Steph looks like, how he does it, what he's doing.
Mhm.
What does what does it do in terms of moving the needle for Boston? Right? Do you go into the offseason like we got to figure this thing out? Or do you go into the offseason saying, hey, Jason and Jalen are 1 and 2. We're gonna build around them. Marcus, that was the trio that's been there. We talked about a pre-show. You said they just need a point guard. They need a point guard
Mhm.
who can facilitate, get them guys open. Because I mean, if you're looking at games 4, 5, and 6, there is a lot of one-on-one action that's happening. Driving kick or posting kick, and you're trying to understand like what's happening. There were a lot of times where I couldn't understand the offensive scheme that Boston was running because they weren't scoring and they weren't getting the good looks that they were in the previous 1, 2, and 3. So I mean, what do they do? What does Boston go into the offseason with?
I mean, I was one of those people where I felt like Jason couldn't play together, and now this I feel like they can, but I think it comes with maturity more or less than anything. The one of the things that you got to consider is the fact that they had a lot of turnovers. It was coming down the court, they were just falling and just like dribbling over themselves.
That's a
I
fact.
if you can keep Marcus Smart, you have to keep Marcus Smart. I think it's just a matter of if they have the cap or if they can move around and make some moves in spite of. Because in most cases, you probably have to give up Marcus Smart to get a point guard.
Yeah.
Before that, I'm wondering what you do with Al Horford because Al Horford's old. I mean, you can say whatever you want to say. He played great, but
He was the
it's
only
gonna
one
come to a
stroking
point
against
where.
City.
But that's what I'm saying. It's gonna come to a point where you got to begin to phase him out if you're going to continue growing, you're going to keep that team together.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing about it. But I mean, I think they have a good core. I like Williams. Williams at center.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
literally becoming a defense. Williams is literally what Rudy Gobert says he is. So
Mm.
that's the whole thing with that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that. I can feel that. You know what I mean? I think when you look at it and what they have to do and what they're trying to build there in Boston, you have the pieces now, right? You have Robert Williams, you have Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Marcus Smart. Peyton Pritchard is coming off the bench and doing a little bit more. Excuse me, he's doing a little bit more. Not as much as you probably want to see, but he definitely has another level to get to. I think I can say that confidently. Grant Williams, I think you have to move in the era of keeping him, moving in the era of keeping him,
Mhm.
just to kind of keep that team together. But you're probably right in terms of trying to get a point guard. You're gonna have to trade some pieces, maybe a pick. Boston. I think Danny Ainge kind of set them up nice before he left. So I think they have some things and some assets. Um, so we're gonna have to see how that plays out. But really believe they got something in Jason and Jalen. Really do. Definitely got something in them. And who's to say they can't be different or better next year when they come back and they go to the playoffs again and they try to figure out how to get to the finals and win the finals. So um, I, I
The
like
only thing
it,
about that
but
is that you coming up against a Milwaukee team that's going to be completely healthy. We don't know what the
yeah.
Nets are going to look like, but I'm sure KD is going to come into it with vengeance. Who else you got? Of course, you got the Sixers. Hopefully, my Sixers can get it together. Harden has a full year to get healthy. You got it's a lot of factors. Oh yeah, and then you got Miami. Like Miami, if Miami comes into a fully healthy, also, I mean, a lot of people want to say that this is probably Boston's one year window, but I mean, they're a young team. Jason's only
Yeah, they'll be back.
24. So it's just a matter of when.
Yeah, they'll definitely be back. I think Boston has the pieces to make a long run at this, and I definitely think I think they add one. I think they're one piece away, probably one solid piece. But the piece has to fit. It's not a go get a third star. It's a piece that fits within that system, facilitating to Jalen and Jason and figuring out. He has to do more than what Marcus Smart is doing. I would love for Marcus Smart to kind of move let's say you go point guard Marcus, Jason, Jalen, then a big guy. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at that lineup. It's a small lineup, death lineup we saw in Golden State from years past, and um, you really just want for them to give 100% of what they do and how they do it. So this offseason for Jason and Jalen are going to be very important because they understand how good they are coming off of a finals run and understanding, look, we got there, we can do it, we're capable. So now let's go back and get it. You know what I mean? So I don't know,
The
bro.
scary thing you got to think about though is Pat Riley. Like Miami was in 1 seed, and Pat Riley may potentially make this team even better next year. So that's the main worry you have to have. And of course, Milwaukee's going to get better.
Everybody
I
get
know the
better.
Sixers
Same
right
thing with the
now.
West.
Sixers trying to trade like Danny Green in the first round pick. And then from what I'm hearing, they're like going strong at Bradley Beal. So it's gonna be a matter with what you see in the East this year.
Yeah, a lot of
But
people,
then you can't.
a lot of people hollering at Bradley Beal right now, bro. Straight up.
I
Everybody
like
want
Brad,
Bradley.
but
I'm not mad.
I like Brad, but Brad don't play defense as well as he should though.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So
That's just me. All right, so
that's
cool.
gonna be into it.
So we got that out of the way. We talked Celtics.
Right.
We talked the Warriors. Let's get to this top 10 because we're not here for long. We just here had this conversation, talk about what Golden State, Boston got going on in our top 10 ever since Steph has moved into the top 10. Are we in agreement there?
Man, I guess, man. I don't want this nigga. I know.
We're in agreement that Steph is moving to the top 10. However, what that does is push somebody out of the top 10. Who's that person? Who is
All
that
right,
person? Just give me your 10.
So okay, give me your 10 first. I always go first. You give me your 10 first.
Nah, I always go first. I'll give you my 10. Watch out. Chill out. Right? Here we go. Number 1. This big old brownie boy. Number 2, MJ. 3, Kobe. Kareem, Magic, Bird, Russell, Duncan, Shaq, Curry. Those are my top 10. I thought about taking Russell out of the top 10, but I can't take anybody at the top 10. They got 11 rings on their fingers. It's really hard to do that. You know what I mean? Understanding, the competition back then, that's great. That's cool. That's great. But Steph moves to my top 10. Shaq, Duncan, Russell, Bird, Magic, Kareem, Kobe, MJ, Braun. That's just me. But Curry's in there. I think you had an issue with Hakeem and Dr. J. So you can have that conversation, brother. The floor is yours.
I got MJ, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, LeBron, Duncan, Bird. Then I got Dr. J, Hakeem, and Steph. Now, the issue that I have that people don't want to pay attention to is you can't discount Dr.'s 88 years just because. You know what I'm saying? If you look at he was still playing with NBA level players, you know what I'm saying? Even off top, he still had 30,000 points. Like this was the catalyst. Like this is the person that MJ said he got his game from. Kobe said he pulled his game from. You know what I'm saying? Magic has been on record as saying that that's who he wanted to be. I can't discount Dr. J. However, there's also the case for Shaq. Shaq is literally most dominant center ever. However, for me, we had the conversation. We talked about it. If it's fourth quarter and it's NBA Finals, who do you want having the ball in their hands? You want Shaq or you want Steph?
Or
you want
Shaq? I want the Shaq to have the ball first 3 quarters where I don't got to worry about it coming down the stretch. That's just me though.
Okay, but that ain't always work because we saw what the Pistons did. We saw what the Pistons did to Shaq. We saw what my number 9 Hakeem did to Shaq. So that's it. It's all your preference. Y'all gonna slander me? I don't care. This is my preference. Hakeem Olajuwon was the number 1 pick in the same draft of the greatest player of all time. And even though Mike went number 3, there's still people who are just like, yo, Hakeem still deserved to go first. Hakeem is still literally, if you look at the late 80s, the 90s, what center was overall better than Hakeem? And if you can't really say Shaq because Hakeem was giving Shaq the business.
He was. But he won that regular season matchup. Shaq did.
Okay, you can talk regular. Okay, the Grizzlies won the regular season against the Warriors, and we saw what happened in the finals, right? In the playoffs, right? So that's my top 10, and I'm sticking with it. I'm saying Steph
So
comes in now. Now I will say, if Steph wins another one, Steph got to move up.
with 5 rings.
Yeah.
So what's your 10? Give me a 10.
10. I got MJ, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, LeBron, Duncan, Bird, Dr. J, Hakeem, and Steph. And yes, LeBron is 5. Not putting LeBron ahead of those other 4 people. It's not finna happen. Y'all can have the conversations all y'all want to. Like, no.
So you put MJ, Kareem, and Magic. Who's the 4th before Bron?
MJ, Kareem, Kobe, and then Magic.
Kobe, and then Magic. That makes all right. Well, I'm not gonna say it makes sense.
And
I definitely don't think Bron's number 5
I'm gonna
player.
say this.
He's got to be on
I'm gonna
Mount
say this.
Rushmore. I understand that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see how y'all can disrespect Kobe like this
Who disrespected
and
Kobe?
just jump LeBron. Y'all jump LeBron over Kobe, and the conversation is MJ and LeBron. No, it's not. Even Kobe's puppet was better than LeBron's.
The comparison will always be should always be Bron and Magic, and then Kobe and LeBron. I mean Kobe and MJ because of how their games are played.
Oh,
you know
so
I mean?
So now you on my side when I say it. When I say that before, you weren't doing it.
I rock with you on how they should be compared. I wouldn't compare LeBron James to MJ because of what they were asked to do on the basketball court. I think for me to be more Magic, Bron, Kobe, Mike.
But you got LeBron as your number 1.
Oh, that's a definite factor in the way that I play basketball,
fact, bro.
And the way that I play basketball, that's how I feel. What he brings to the court, his physicality, his skill set.
The way you play basketball,
I like it.
Huh? So you play basketball like LeBron?
The way I like to play basketball, yes. The mindset, yes. Now, do I have a 6'8", 250 frame? No, I don't.
I feel like you probably a ball hog.
5'7" and 1 inch and 5'7.1" at best. You know what I mean? But you give me another foot in the same mindset, and solid at 250. I'd probably be in the NBA too. That's Jamil.
I don't see it, man. I love. It's no disrespect to LeBron. I think LeBron's a great player. I just think y'all put a lot of the greats. Y'all discount a lot of the greats because he had a good run, but if we talking championship, like you said, he can't be.
But I'm not talking championships though.
You just said you just said Bill Russell, and you can't take him out of there because of his
11. No, that's 11. We're not talking about like I said. We're talking about one person has 5, one person has 6. 11.
Okay, Bill Russell did it with an entire team of all-stars against Wilt Chamberlain every year. And Wilt was still giving this man 130 rebounds a game.
But Bill was giving Wilt fits.
No, he was giving him fits on defense. Of course he was, because Wilt didn't play with anybody significant, I believe, of that nature until probably Jerry West. Where's the argument for that?
I hear you.
I'm saying the Celtics was out here buying people with cigars, bro.
But 11 though?
Bro, the Celtics was out here buying people with cigars. Bro. It's like playing NBA Jam, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got all the good players on your team in NBA Jam, I'm not about to beat you with Dikembe Mutombo and Mark Jackson. It's not gonna happen.
Bill got to be in there somewhere, bro. 11 rings speak for it. That's just me though.
11 rings. He's a great. It's not to take away from him, but I'm just saying, like, you got to take that into account. I'm saying your boy Brian is what 4-6 in the finals.
10 times, yeah. 4-6.
Come on, man, 4-6. It's nasty work, man.
Is it? Or is it impressive that he went to 10 finals?
It's nasty work, man.
It's all perspective.
It's not. Okay, so the Buffalo Bills. So we won't be talking about the Buffalo Bills like that because they went to 4 straight Super Bowls and lost. No, come on, man.
Well,
Y'all
because they
y'all
lost
make
every
up y'all make up
time.
reasons, man. I
Because they
told you gonna do this with LeBron no
lost
matter
every
what.
single time. I'm not making up any reason or perspective. I'm looking at perspective of what I want from a basketball player. And Bron gives the way that I
I
play
like,
basketball, Bron gives me that best chance. I don't play with a hey, here's the ball, go score. That's just it's nice to have.
but
But at the
that's how
same
you win the
time,
game.
but if you're looking at how those Chicago Bulls teams were put together, you have Phil Jackson coming in later on after MJ's tenure, while in MJ's tenure, you have a Hall of Fame coach, you have a great GM, and a GM who puts teams together well. Despite all the stuff around Krause's name, he put a great team on the floor. You know what I mean?
Did he really? Did he really? But did he really put a great team on the floor, or did he just have the greatest player of all time?
Both,
Like what I'm saying? Come on, man. No,
both. Scottie Pippen,
no.
Tony Kukoc, Harper, Robin, he put pieces together. MJ wasn't winning by himself. We saw that when he came into the league. Everybody knew he was
But
the
if
best
you
player.
took
You weren't
them,
winning.
but if you took them away, if you took MJ away, what happened? They wasn't a championship team no more now, were they?
They were a bad call away from the finals. Are you kidding?
A bad call away, but with MJ, they was knocking people out in 6 games or less.
No, he never saw Game 7 in the finals. He
Big
went to
dog,
Game
what are you
7. Looks
saying?
like you're twisted.
No, no, I'm not trying to hear that.
Boy, you talk about me and
And if we want to
Brian.
be and if
You
we
and
want to be
MJ,
if we want to
boy.
be honest, and if we want to be honest, right? Let me go ahead and put this MJ thing to bed because y'all make it seem like LeBron is so much better than MJ.
Who
Career
said that?
stats.
Who
That's
said
how
that?
y'all do. I'm about to break this down for you because you make it seem like
That's not.
LeBron is just so much
Nobody
better.
said that.
Hold on, wait. LeBron with MJ, 30 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. I'm sorry, 30 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds a game, right?
Okay.
Okay. LeBron, 27 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, right? Okay, that's beautiful.
Average.
However,
Career averages. Yeah.
hold on. However, less years. MJ was defensive player of the year. We don't be talking about LeBron's defense unless we talk about that stupid block against Iguodala. Okay,
Stupid
I'm
block.
tired of it. It's one block, bro. It's one block, dog. And y'all hang your entire head over that one block,
No,
big
I
dog.
don't.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. I'm saying I'm here for the MJ slander. I'm here. I'm here for the LeBron slander today, man.
There is
You know
no
what I'm saying?
MJ slander.
Bro. That's
I
how
just
y'all
believe
do.
I
That's
would
how y'all
take
play.
if I'm starting a team and starting a franchise, I'm choosing Brown over MJ every time. That's why he's my
I'm not.
number one. That's why he's my
I'm
number
not.
one.
I'm not. And
Not
no,
because
I'm
not
not. And
because
no,
LeBron is super better than MJ. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when I would think of a franchise, this is the people I believe will be my top 10 players of all time. And that's why Bron is number one, because I would pick him every single time. And Kobe is after Bron because he's another MJ.
oh man, I'm
One
taking
of
I'm
my,
taking
one,
Michael Jordan
one of
every
my
time.
favorite players ever. Ever.
I'm taking I'm
Bron,
taking
Mike,
Michael Jordan
Kobe.
every time. That's a cheat code, man. That's a
Bron,
cheat
Mike,
code.
Kobe. Those three are interchangeable. That I think
It's
anybody
they're not interchangeable. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not interchangeable. It's
if
trash.
those
It's not.
three are
They're
not
not
in your top
interchangeable.
three, then it's weird to me.
No, it's not weird. It's
But
true.
it is.
So where's Kareem? Where's Kareem at?
For me,
Kareem is
Kareem
literally
four.
the most dominant basketball player ever. Ever. High school, college, the NBA, ever.
I feel like
Kareem
I'm
went out
showing
here
you.
taking Kareem went out here taking a bunch of losses in the final. You can put that four up all you want. That four is the same number of championships that the Golden State Warriors got now. So let's
I'm
talk
just saying
about
you
that.
asked
If
me.
that's
You
the
said,
case.
"Where's Kareem?" I was telling you he's four.
LeBron is not interchangeable, man. Okay, you need to
Huh?
let that go till next season. LeBron is not interchangeable between Kobe and MJ. It's
If
just
you
not the
have
case.
any of those people in your top three, I'm okay with the conversation we're having. Bron, Mike, Kobe.
But you said it's weird. But you
I'm
said it's
cool.
weird if those three are not in your conversation
You have
and they're not in my.
when your list is weird. Yeah, I said what I said. Will
My list is weird, bro. My list is the
Except what
truth.
I
That's
said.
my list is the truth, and you need to get the truth on this beautiful Sunday
Except what I
afternoon.
said. You have
I'm
Bron
not
as
doing this
not
with you,
being a
man.
Mount Rushmore player when he is across the board highly
It's
recognized as
not
that.
that. It's not that
Even if you don't
LeBron's
have his number
not
one.
Mount Rushmore. It's just that there's other players that go on that Rushmore before him, and you take it how you want to take it. I'm not putting LeBron at a Magic or Kareem because they were
But why?
winners.
Tell me
They
why.
were consistent winners, man.
Tell me why
No,
Bron's not over Magic.
while
Because if he's
LeBron's
over
not
Magic, you have him over Bird.
five-time NBA champion. If we talk
You have
about
him over
five-time
Bird.
NBA champion, who I
You
do
have Bron over
have
Bird.
LeBron over Bird. I do have LeBron over Bird. Because LeBron and Bird basically played the same thing. They was making it. Well, nah, Bird wasn't making his own teams. So I ain't gonna say all that. But what I will say is I'm not taking LeBron over Magic because of not only what Magic did for the game, what he did for his team, but you could plug in the same thing that you say about LeBron, you can say about Magic as far as plugging him in. And
Facts.
Magic did it 5 times and was more consistent about it. Magic stayed on the same team. LeBron had edge.
Take the argument away. That can't even be an argument.
Well, how can that not be the argument? And that's a part of it. That's a part of it.
Okay.
LeBron did not win a championship until he left and teamed up with D Wade and Chris Bosh. And he wasn't even the best player on the team that first year. You know what I'm saying?
But you're talking about somebody who Magic came into the league where he got teamed up with Kareem. It was just done via draft.
Okay.
You need people to win. He wasn't getting nobody in Cleveland. Right, you know that. We both know that. What GM? No GM didn't have no coach. Like, what are we talking about?
Listen. You can say all that, man. But then they got Andrew Wiggins and LeBron was like, "Yo, trade him and get me Kevin Love." So no, I'm not trying to hear that either.
No, got a championship.
Trash. No, trash. Okay, trash.
You would take a rookie over 20 and 10.
Okay. Here's the thing. You just said Magic came in and he grew with the team, right? They got them championships because they drafted more players after Magic, including Michael Cooper, including James Worthy, including Byron Scott. Those players weren't traded because Magic was like, "Oh, I want them on the team." They were there. LeBron could have had Andrew Wiggins. He didn't take Andrew Wiggins. Now look, LeBron at home chilling, shooting basketball with his kids.
Andrew. If I can get
Kevin Love, if he wanted to have Kevin Love so bad, why he leave him in Cleveland like that?
I mean, because there wasn't nobody else doing nothing.
Come on, man.
Kyrie left.
Stop it.
Kyrie left. Kevin couldn't stay healthy. Are you kidding?
Then he went to LA and recruited AD.
Got a championship.
You traded off Lonzo Ball. You traded off Brandon Ingram. You traded off good players.
Josh Hart.
So with all due respect, and I respect his hustle, but LeBron builds his teams out, bro. Even Kyrie said it on the I Am Athlete podcast. The GM thing is true.
I mean, what's the problem?
The problem is that the other players did not go through that. They had the teams that were built around them. LeBron built his teams. So if you're building your team, hold on, Paul. I'm gonna say this one thing. If you're building your teams, right? You play NBA 2K. If you build your team and you lose, you suck. There's no argument there. If you build your team and you lose, you suck. That was the team that you built.
GMs get fired for the same thing, right?
So LeBron should be fired then.
So GMs get if they suck if they build a team and don't win.
So then LeBron should be fired then because
the Boston Celtics suck.
That's not the same. No, you're not gonna do that.
They built.
What I said is, okay, LeBron built his team. LeBron in the playoffs. LeBron sucks. So that's it. That's it. Okay, you could have had DeMar DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? And you went with Russell Westbrook, and now you upset about it.
No, we're not.
And you had the crib.
Don't you bring out the one? Don't you bring
and
out?
We're not even talking about Anthony Davis talking about he not picking up a basketball. Big fella, you played 10 games this season. You should have picked up a basketball as soon as you could.
We're not going to bring up the gigantic blemish on his resume as a GM. Okay,
the gigantic blemish.
You're going to leave Russell and DeMar DeRozan out of this.
DeMar DeRozan was an MVP candidate this year. He made the Bulls relevant. Are you kidding me?
I ain't lying. You ain't lie. You ain't
Come
lie.
on, bro.
That was a
I
bad
don't.
choice.
I don't. I don't
GM
want to
made
hear
bad
no.
choices. But at
I
the
don't want to
same time,
hear.
look, why do you think? Let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Why do you think LeBron felt he had to do that though?
because LeBron feels like he has to do that everywhere.
Because what GM did he have in Cleveland? What coach did he have? His best player was Booby Gibson, my boy.
His best
You gonna
player
stay in
when
Cleveland?
overall.
People don't. I don't understand. I don't
Wait, hold
understand people.
on, wait. His best player overall while he was in Cleveland was Boobie Gibson.
Yagowskis. What my boy with the braid,
He
light
had
skin with the
all
braids in his
stars.
team?
He had all stars on that on some of them teams. Now,
Tell me the
Ilgaskis,
All-Star.
he had Mo Williams. Mo Williams was the all star. Mo Williams went to Cleveland to purgatory. Every time somebody go with LeBron and then they get traded, they go to purgatory. Like, why is that, bro?
Because you sucked with the king and you deserve to go to
No, bro.
purgatory. This is what I'm saying to
No,
you. This is what I'm saying to you. Let's just talk the MJ teams, right?
okay.
Let's say Scottie Pippen, arguably what best two-way player ever, top three.
Now we call
I'm
him the best
asking.
two-way player ever.
I'm asking.
It depends when you ask him. In my opinion,
Top three?
top. Nah, I ain't gonna say two-way player. Can you say two-way player for that? Scotty was
Yeah.
playing. Was Scotty playing
Scotty
every?
was guarding. Scotty was guarding the best player.
No. I give you that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Scotty.
Okay. Top three. That's one. That's one of his teammates. One of the reasons I don't got
But
to
you,
leave. I don't got to leave Chicago. All right.
but you
Let's
also
go.
realize. Hold on. But you also realize Scotty even said it himself, and he said it during the documentary that all of a sudden he hates is that he became the player that he became the player that he was because MJ pushed him to be that.
I'm not
Correct.
saying he didn't.
Correct. All right.
But
I
what
just want to put that
talent
out
did he
there.
have? And
I
the
just want to
mere
put that out
fact
there.
that people try to knock LeBron for leaving Cleveland, where nothing was happening for 7 years, you understand. I am one of the best players ever to play basketball, and you are not building anything around me.
But
Dan
here's the thing,
Gilbert,
though.
the GM he had, the coaches he had, they was bringing nobody. What they gave? They gave him Shaq in his years when he was going to run up and down the court.
Yo, man, Shaq top 10 according to you.
Watch
So,
out,
what you
bro.
mean?
He wasn't no top 10 when he got
So
to Cleveland.
here's the thing, yo. I'm not, and it gets so misconstrued when y'all get to this point. I'm not saying I fault him for that, but what I am saying is you have to take into account the the things that he was actually able to do that other players were not able to do.
MJ or LeBron?
Like, come on now. I'm talking about Brian.
Okay.
Like, come on now. Even Kobe, they cheated Kobe and vetoed the trade for Chris Paul because they felt like it was gonna be it was gonna be lopsided.
Kobe wanted to get traded before he won that championship in 2010.
Of course he did. And why didn't he want to get traded? Because they wasn't making the moves that he wanted.
Okay, so was that not Cleveland for the 7 years Bron was there?
Okay, but Kobe wasn't out here playing the GM either. You are in denial about this, man.
Bruh.
And you know what I realized?
But if Kobe gets his wish, he don't play for the Lakers. He
You know
don't
what
finish
I
his career
realized
as a
is
Laker.
Kobe was gonna win them championships either way, no matter where he went to, because of who he was. But what I realize is that y'all can see LeBron steal cookies out the cookie jar. This man can spike the Kool-Aid, and y'all still gonna be like, "Oh, but he's perfect."
But none of this conversation has been Bron is perfect. None.
Y'all treat Bron like y'all treat Bron like he Harry Potter at Hogwarts, man.
But the fact that you would go, he left Cleveland and he had to go.
But that's not.
He had to go.
That's not even.
He won championships with 3 different teams.
But that's not even what I said. My argument is that he was picking and choosing his players. You sit up here and said, "Oh, yeah, well, what about Magic? What about such and such?" They played with the players that were drafted.
But he was picking and choosing players after he won 2 rings and 2 Finals MVPs.
No, bro, he was picking and choosing bro. They literally picked and chose the players they wanted to play with in Miami.
I want to play with vets. I got Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. Give me shooters. Give me a solid point guard and Mario Chalmers.
No.
You in
Why are you doing this, Will? Because you in denial, bro, and I'm not about to let
About
you.
what though?
As a season ends, I'm not about to sit up here and let you do this, bro. I'm
What am
saying
I in denial about though?
LeBron is not in my top five. I'm
If
saying
you
be
were
happy
not
LeBron is in my top
if
10.
you were not getting what you need at your job, you're gonna find another place where you're valued and can be more productive and find more opportunities. That's what he did.
Yeah, but I
I'm
ain't
not
picking
gonna
my
stick it out in
coworkers.
Cleveland because y'all want me to, because the old
But
hands
I'm
want
not.
me to not
But
leave
I'm
my
not.
team. That's
But I'm
crazy.
not picking my coworkers either. If I'm gonna find another job, I'm gonna find another job to go to, and
Well,
I'm gonna make it
apparently
work
he just went
accordingly.
through 7 years of not being able to get the people he wanted. He can't take that risk no more.
You
Hey
keep
man,
talking about
can I be in the conversations?
you keep talking about this Cleveland stuff because you want to hang your hat on that. I give it to you. Yo, Cleveland is what it is. But everywhere else that he went, LeBron had the ability to choose his teammates, and the Bulls still went 4-6 in the finals. I don't want to hear that
That
anymore.
makes no sense to me because
It doesn't make sense.
every star ever was included in the people that came to their team. Come
He
on,
made the decisions. It was not a point of, oh, he has a say
bro.
so.
Come
He
on,
made the
man.
decisions.
You think Pat
Come
Riley
on.
gonna be
Okay,
like LeBron?
let's
What you want? Anything you want, Bron?
LeBron, Pat Riley
Pat
said it.
Riley?
Pat Riley said he was willing to give LeBron whatever he wanted for him to say.
Oh my
Come
god,
on now,
bro.
they already, bro.
He
They're
was
already
in, he
talking
was in
about. Hold
he
up.
was having the conversation, bro. He not
They're
handpicking folks.
they're
Come
already
on, man.
talking about when Bronny comes out, whatever team he goes to, that's where LeBron is going to go.
Bron,
LeBron has a hand in making these decisions.
Bron's gonna be a free agent. He can do whatever he wants to.
Bro, you in denial, man.
I
And
don't I
that
don't understand
background,
what you're stuck
that
in
background, that
this
background is
80s
going to
and
change from
90s,
that
80s,
background is going to
90s,
change
early
from
2000s, bro. What are we talking about?
that background is going to change from the Lakers to the Hornets once Bronny gets drafted to the
No,
Hornets.
I'm
I'm
a
not
diehard
doing
Laker
it,
fan.
man.
I'm a LeBron fan before he came to LA,
Come on,
but I was
man.
more of it when he put the Laker jersey on. I mean, it makes
Come
you
on,
better.
man.
Purple and gold make you look good.
You out here in full denial, big
You
fella,
know
and I
that. You
understand
know
that.
that.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know it make you look good.
I'm saying y'all might as well send me a father's card on Father's Day because I'm out here sunning people with the truth and they don't want to accept it. But
There's
it's all
no,
good. You know what I'm
there's no
saying?
your truth is two
No,
sided.
it's the truth, but you don't want to
It's
hear it.
only against
It's the
Bron.
truth. It's the truth, but you don't want to hear it. And because it's only us here,
If you think every star, Hakeem, Kareem, Magic, Bird, Michael Jordan, didn't have a he didn't have a hand in choosing the people that came to play with him, you're tripping.
once again, there's a difference in being able to have a hand and you being the hand. LeBron was the
Bro,
hand, dog.
regardless.
Kyrie said it. Kyrie said when LeBron came to the team, he told him what the team was going to look like.
I mean, if you win 2 champions and 2 MVPs,
No,
you can
I'm
have a
not
say
trying to
like
hear
that.
that, bro. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. And the only reason he got them
When you're
championships
Michael
because
Jordan, you could be like,
it's-
"Hey Phil, hey Jerry," you know what I mean? This is what it
no,
is.
bro. No, bro.
I
No,
can't.
nah.
I
Wrap,
can't.
man, wrap that up,
Bron's a
man.
Mount Rushmore player on
Wrap
any
that up,
NBA
man.
analyst list, and if he's not,
Wrap that up, man.
you down there in Florida with Will. That's what
Wrap
that
that
is.
up, B.
That's exactly what that
When
is.
you come down here with the truth. Well, we really don't have the truth down here in Florida, so you can say what you want to say. It's the truth. You take it how you want to take it. It's the truth.
I
You know what I'm
love it.
saying?
Look, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us. This is the Full 94 podcast here. Every here on MTMV Sports, man. Absolutely. Every week we're going to have this conversation talking about NBA, talking about basketball, going to the offseason. Warriors are champions once again. Boston will look to regroup here in the offseason. Don't think they got to make a lot of moves, but I do believe they probably get a point guard, solid piece. They're probably one solid piece away from being a title contender for years to come, especially in the Eastern Conference. Every team is getting better. Western Conference, every team is getting better. So it's going to get harder for every team who's looking to win a championship. This isn't just a one-off. This team's probably going to win. These two teams will be in the finals. It's really hard to say that, really hard to do that. So that's exactly what it's going to be, man. I'm excited. Will's excited. The Full 94 team. Shout out to C and Connie as well, who are not with us today. Look, man, but look, we're going to have this conversation moving up. We'll be here having more guests coming in the coming weeks as the offseason kind of takes off in the free agency, into the draft, into the start of the season in October. We are thoroughly excited about what's happening here in the NBA. And we're gonna have more talks like this. Me and Will, we love talking to each other like this. And I might call him today and just say, hey, God bless you, brother, love you. But I gotta give him that crap on the show. You know what it is? This is what makes the Full 94 the Full 94. And Will is very emotional, so it's not very hard to get him going. You say the right statement, and we're gonna have a good show.
I'm from North
That's
Philly,
usually what
dog.
my plan is. You know what I
I'm
mean?
from North Philly, dog. I want to fight at all times, man. So I'm with it.
Will, how they get in contact with you, big dog?
Man, you can follow me Instagram William Teddy Farrell or Mr. Teddy Farrell on Twitter. Also on Facebook, Will Teddy Farrell. I'm out here, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm out here doing my thing, man. Shout out to the voice. Also doing the main card. Uh, and of course MTMV Sports, man.
Shout out to MTV Sports, not the same podcast, and The Voice specifically as well is getting nominated for Voice of the Year this year's Spin Awards, man. Shout out to the team here at MTV Sports. Shout out to Not the Same podcast. Rob and C, man. Much love to y'all. Love what y'all doing. Love what
Yes,
y'all got
sir.
going on, man. Y'all deserve it. Much respect as always, man. Tune in every week. We got some new things coming. Full 94 is might be going in somewhat of a new direction, but we're gonna figure that out direction together, man, because we are nothing without the support of you guys, man. So we appreciate it. We love y'all. And really, man, just keep tuning in with us. Keep tapping in, man. We absolutely love it. Gotta get with y'all, man. For real. 494 here on MTMV Sports, man. Follow me. I am Miles Austin on every platform. Easy money, yo. Y'all be safe.